Hello, today we're going to be doing another garden vlog. It's Tuesday, May 20th, and we're just going to start here and just kind of look at how things have been in the last 2 weeks. So in the past 2 weeks, we see that I've gotten some new planters. This one I've put dill in, and this one I've put rosemary in. This planter here, we just have some flowers. It's marigold seeds here and then forget-me-nots around the border. I have no clue if that'll work the way that I think it's going to, but we'll see what happens. Sage is about the same as it's been. Here we have cilantro, which I think we had last time, except now we've got some sprouts. This one here that had the oregano in it, it's not thriving too particularly well. We seem to have a little bit of growth here, but I think that might be stunted, so we might need to replant. In here's the thyme, same kind of deal, where these little guys have kind of been where they're at for the past 2 weeks, so we might need to replant there as well. Parsley, on the other hand, is coming up pretty nicely, and the basil is looking real nice. It looks like someone's been chewing on it, some kind of bug or something. In here we've just got a lone sprig of basil that I took from the garden and put in just to see what happens. And in here we have a yarrow plant, I think my wife said that is. That's been transplanted from the potato garden, which gives me a perfect transition. So 2 weeks later, these guys have really grown up. I'm very excited about them. I think harvest date, according to when I planted them, should be around mid-June. We'll be keeping an eye on them, though. And I think they'll be the first crop that's ready to harvest from the garden. So that'll be my next update, is when it's time to take the potatoes out. And then moving over to the broccoli and cauliflower. I've had better luck just direct sowing them outside, as we can see. These guys have really grown up. Also, as I thought, the lone sprout that I had around this area has died. So rest in peace, indoor broccoli and cauliflower. You never really had a true shot at this life. The owl has switched places, and this is great. Last time I made the vlog, I was complaining about the beans not growing yet, and sure enough, the very next day they all started to sprout up, and here they are 2 weeks later. They're starting to get their vines, I suppose. Also, I think I called them garden beans. They're bush beans is what they are. It's a three bush bean variety, if I remember correctly. And then here we had to replant some spinach because we planted those April 14th, and this is what they look like now. I think spinach grows in like 30-40 days, so that really, I'm pretty sure those guys are stunted, and I probably should have cleared them out too. We also have a little sprig of crabgrass. Pick that. Speaking of weeds, I think I've identified the weed that I was complaining about last video. I was a little guy that came out and had alternating 2 leaf shoots. I think those are lamb's quarters. However, I couldn't find anything conclusive, so that's just what I'm going to call them until proven otherwise. Moving over to this bed. Here we have the tomato plant, and here we have the pepper plants. I believe I had those mixed up. But now that these guys are growing up, we can see that I'm almost certain they're tomato plants. Pepper plants are growing, I think, as fast as they're supposed to. Here's the shallots. They're really taking up, which is exciting. The carrots are also taking up. I don't know if taking up is a phrase, but I've already said it. We can see the last time we had a lot of teeny tiny lamb's quarters growing all around, and I had called this area of the garden all over the place. I think I've very nicely taken care of it, and now we have almost exclusively carrots growing in here. No weeds. It's fantastic. And to end off, we'll go here. You see the cucumbers are growing, and they're starting to get, I think those are their true leaves. And over here we've got the loofahs, which are growing, and they're getting their vines or their true leaves, what have you. The onion's looking nice. well, this is the garlic. The onion here is also looking nice. That garlic there is looking nice, and we can see that the shallots in this bed, they are starting to grow. So that's the garden update for today. I believe next time I make it, it will actually be harvest time, probably just for the potatoes, if not for something else. And I hope all of you out there also have a garden or something comparable that gives you joy. Goodbye.